Am I on the right repeater here? You've got me on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was at Acuso before the net, so you should be fine.
All right. With nothing heard, we'll move on to Pine Log check-ins. Any member wishing to check in through Pine Log, please call net control now.
Three WQNV 274, Donald from Molesta, Georgia.
From Alaska.
948 WRAR 430, Gary, Woodstock, Georgia.
Got connection.
136 WRTR 229, Aiden in Tucker, Georgia.
Awesome.
This is Atlanta 946, WQYR 514, Justin at Studio B.
70 WRCD 598, Jesse, out of Wilburn.
This is not sounding too good.
There's a reason.
7 WQZP 82, Andrew in Holly Springs. I'll be in and out tonight for Atlanta 4-5 wife's birthday.
This is Atlanta 261 WRCC 399, Scott from Holly Springs. Checking in and checking out. Rest in peace, Peter Mayhew, Chewbacca.
For most of them, did you notice it dropped off the first digit?
There's trouble with the Pine Log repeater.
I'm sure if you're taking general check-ins or not, but I'll throw it out here anyway. Tune in 29, WRTU 796, Marty in Tyrone.
Tyrone. Marty.
29.
Yes.
Marty. Tyrone.
Oh, yeah.
Net Control is going to go ahead and break right there, and I'm going to acknowledge Atlanta 253, Donald in Waleska, Atlanta 948, Gary in Woodstock, Atlanta 136, Aiden in Tucker, Atlanta 946, Justin sitting right next to me in Studio B, Atlanta 170, Jesse in Lilburn, Atlanta 57, Andrew in Holly Springs. Andrew, I have you as in and out. Thank you for checking in with us this evening, and please wish Ian's wife a very happy birthday from us. Atlanta 261, Scott in Holly Springs. Scott, I show you as in and out. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. And I also show Noonan 29, Marty in Tyrone. Have I missed anyone, or are there any other members wishing to check in through Pine Log? Please call Net Control now.
This is Atlanta 350, WQMB 686, Jim in Cedartown. Good evening, Miss Julie, and everybody on the net. If you would, please check me in and out. Good evening, all.
0WRAR 806, Shannon in Ashford. Good evening to you all. Go ahead and check me in and out, please, tonight, and have a good evening.
Net Control is acknowledging Atlanta 350, Jim in Cedartown. Jim, I show you as in and out. Thank you, my friend, for checking in with us this evening. And Atlanta 940, Shannon in Ackworth, also in and out. Thank you, Shannon, for checking in with us this evening. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to all other repeater check-ins. Any repeater anywhere, please call Net Control now.
This is WRCR 952 from Stockbridge, Georgia, but I'm down here in McDonough tonight with the wife stopping, so I guess I'll check in and out. Julie, thank you, and hope you have a great day.
Gas.
Who was that?
Ask the station in Stockbridge to come back, and the other one was Bobby,
What's Bobby's?
403.
This is 263 WRCT 399. Checking in, checking out. Scott, hope you can hear me.
Boy.
I think that's Justin.
Noonan 263?
I don't think there is a Noonan 263. I think that was Atlanta 263.
This is WRCU 869, CW14, Steve in Watkinsville will be checking in and out.
Steve. Where'd he I did not get a copy of that.
Madison 20, WRBZ 573, Butch in Rutledge, Georgia. Please check me in and out.
I'm really struggling here. Station, if you would, please bring that back to me. I'm really struggling on my end getting a good read on anybody. But this last station, if you would, go ahead and bring me back your tactical unit number and name.
Madison 20, call is WRBZ 573, Butch in Rutledge, Georgia. No traffic, just check me in and out, please.
Butch and
Thank you for that, Butch. I appreciate that. I've got Madison 20, Butch. I've got you in and out. Thank you again for bringing that back. Guys, I'm going to take a break here, and I'm going to call out some of what I was able to catch, which isn't much. Again, I am really struggling on my end, pulling you all out. So if I have anything wrong, or if I've completely missed you, please bring it back. So far I've got Atlanta 403. Bobby, I believe you were mobile. I've got Atlanta 263. Justin, I believe, in Holly Springs. I have CW14. Steve in Watkinsville, in and out. Thank you, Steve, for checking in. And again, that was Madison 20, Butch. I have you as in and out. Thank you, Butch, for taking the time to check in with us this evening. So again, if I missed you and you did not hear your name called, or any late check-ins calling in, any repeater anywhere, please call net control now.
McDonough 22, Julie, WRCR 952, in and out tonight.
McDonough 22. Doesn't seem to have a name. McDonough.
Tim Barrett.
Tim Barrett. Okay.
Net controls acknowledging McDonough 22. Tim, you're in Stockbridge. I believe you said in and out. Thank you for checking in with us, Tim. Are there any other members that called in that I've missed, or any members wishing to check in through any repeater anywhere? Please call net control now. Nothing. Station, if you would please bring that back. I did not get a read at all. So, station, if you're wishing to check in, please bring that back to me one more time. Did anybody out there get a read on that signal? If you would, please bring
Relay.
that to me. Thank you.
Relay.
I think I heard 957 and the Zeller checked in.
Atlanta 957.
Don't think we have a 957.
Jesse, did you say you thought it was Atlanta 957?
Charlie Lima, 957, out.
Station, bring that back again one more time, please.
Nice and loud.
I think it's Noonan 25.
Might have been Noonan 25. It's really hard to hear.
Yeah.
Usually that was noon and 25, so checking in and out. It's really light audio.
Okay, Joe Domaleski.
Huh?
Call sign Whiskey Romeo Charlie Lima 957.
All right, I'm going to break right there. We are really struggling on our end. I'm not sure if you're able to get a good read on me. I sure hope so. After McDonough 22, Tim in Stockbridge, I believe somebody relayed back to me that Noonan 25, Joe was trying to check in and out. So I have Noonan 25, Joe in my logs now. That is all that I have. What I'm going to do is just break right there. If I don't call your name, please don't get upset. Just when I get an opportunity to call out again, if you would try to bring that back to me. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to informal comments for now. So we will begin with Atlanta 253, Donald in Waleska. Good evening, Donald. How are you doing tonight?
Julie, you're sounding good as always on the
Good.
net. Had the grandma do list. That's worse than the honey-do list. Had the sweet eat for her this afternoon in the 85-degree weather.
Oh, yeah, that is awesome, Donald. I'm glad you are taking good care of your grandma. So, yeah, it's never too hot to take care of her. So I'm sure she, in turn, takes very good care of you as well. So, but I bet it does make you wish you were next door to a swimming pool.
It is. We do have a swimming pool, but it's not open yet.
Well, I would say you need to add that to your grandma do list there, Donald. What are you waiting for? The weather is ripe and ready for that kind of thing. So definitely get that on that list. And I'm going to ask you next week if you've got that pool open. So thank you, Donald, for checking in. And thank you for giving me that radio check and letting me know that my signal is getting out there, because holy cow, on this end, it's been very difficult pulling you all out. So not sure what's going on there. But anyway, thank you, Donald. And I will check in with you next week to find out where things are at with that pool. So stick around, Donald, when we open up the floor. Let me break. And next on the list, I have Atlanta 948, Gary in Woodstock. Hey, Gary, long time no see. How you doing?
Everybody on that. Doing pretty good. Had a pretty good day. Done some things around the house. Done a little shopping. And things like that. Dinner we got the next place. That's real good. That's about all I've got to say. So go ahead and stick me here and out for you, please.
You betcha, Gary. I've got you in the logs as in and out. Yes, I'm glad we got an opportunity to break you away from all those things that you were doing tonight to get ready for your trip, and that you were able to grab some supper with us. It was good to see you. It's been a while since we've had supper together, and a lot of fun having Christina join us. So, thank you for getting out there and saving our tables for us on that patio. The weather was perfect for that, Gary. So have a good evening, Gary. Rest up, because I know you're getting ready for that trip, and I don't want you to be too tired. So we'll catch up with you tomorrow, my friend. And that brings us to Atlanta 136, Aiden in Tucker. Good evening, Aiden.
Julian for the rest of the month. Just wanted to check in here. Haven't heard you in a little while. But just wanted to give a brief shout out to Atlanta 170 for hooking me up with this amazing tools that he's got to me. He's got to me a 6-element Yagi antenna that I'm using at the moment. I'm looking at right now. But other than that, I've been having a pretty good week. How am I sounding on here?
Well, Aiden, I don't think tonight is a good judge of that, because I can say that I heard you the other night talking to Justin, and you were sounding amazing, my friend, the best I've ever heard you. But tonight I am really struggling pulling in everybody. There is a lot of noise out there. Signal, the audio is quiet, and I'm just struggling on this end. So again, I would not say that that's a good judge for your equipment, because I've heard you. I don't know if you were talking to Justin yesterday or the day before, but you were sounding outstanding.
The weather, and most days, the weather can be with that. But today, just I guess not one of those days. But again, thank you everyone on that for tuning in. And again, maybe today just wasn't the day. But other than that, I did order a MSJ clear zone speaker that came in the mail yesterday. It's not today, but this is Atlanta 136, WRCR 229, coming in and out.
Well, thank you for all that, Aiden. I hope you have an amazing weekend, my friend. And yeah, that's exciting stuff, having Atlanta 170 coming over there and help getting you all set up. And tonight it's not just your signal, it is everybody's signal for me. So but I know, like I said, I heard you the other night and you were sounding amazing, the best I've ever heard your signal from over there. So I would say that you're set up pretty good over there. So I'm looking forward to whatever issues going on to clear up, and that we'll be able to have a QSO together real soon, my friend. So have a great weekend, Aiden, and I look forward to talking to you real soon. With that, we have Atlanta 946, Justin sitting right here in Studio B. Good evening, sweetie.
Well, good evening, Julie, and everyone on the net. What an interesting net we're having this evening with a little bit of bugs here and there. We started off not on Pine Log, but actually on Sassafras, because Pine Log is having some technical issues, but we have switched back to Pine Log, and I'm not sure Not sure if we're having issues at the moment or not, but we are receiving better on Pine Log than we were able to receive on Sassafras, so maybe that'll help with some of the check-ins. But good week overall. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm going to take a trip to Ladd's up in Cartersville and maybe have some breakfast up that way and some chores around the property and maybe a little more work on the deck. Other than that, well, it seems like there's 100 other things that we need to do, but I'm going to avoid most of them.
Yeah, I know your father told you to find something you're good at, and that's one thing that you're pretty good at. So anyway, yeah, we have definitely been having some bugs over here, and kind of just a little discombobulated over here because we were out having supper with some friends. I had a friend that flew in from Arizona and we were catching up with her, but holy cow, I got out of the office super late. Justin's bus broke down on the way into town, so needless to say, we were very late getting to the restaurant. I think our server was new because she did not check in on us, and it took us forever to be able to get our bill so that we could pay and get out of there. Justin made it here before I did. We thought he had everything handled. I virtually slid into the house and sat down, and we were on the air. So it's kind of crazy right now.
You got into your seat with 15 seconds to spare.
Yeah, crazy. So anyway, we have lots to do this weekend for sure, but I'm definitely looking forward to going to Ladd's. That is where we met Atlanta 350 for the first time. Jim, if you remember that, Justin, he came up there and introduced himself to us when he heard we were heading that direction, which was very, very cool. So anyway, we'll go ahead and move on to Atlanta 170. Jesse in Lilburn. Good evening, Jesse. How are you doing tonight?
Good evening, Julie, and the rest of the net. I am doing well. Got home, got the grass cut, weed eated. Life is good. But yeah, no, I absolutely have zero complaints. I mean, life is good today.
Well, that's what it's all about, Jesse. Outstanding. I am glad things are in your favor today. Hope it stays in your favor. So, last week, I think it was last Friday, soon as Justin and I got into the house, man, we fired up that lawnmower. He was on the rider, I was pushing, and we got our yard mowed lickety-split. It was really kind of impressive, and it was a lot of fun, too. So, yeah, I know you got to be feeling very accomplished right now. But great stuff, Jesse. Glad all's going well for you, and I hope you have a great weekend, my friend. With that, we had Atlanta 57, Andrew in Holly Springs. Andrew's in and out because he's celebrating his buddy's wife's birthday today, so that is great stuff. So that brings us to Atlanta 261, Scott, also in Holly Springs, but Scott is in and out. So Scott, if you're still listening, hope you have a great evening tonight. We have we have Noonan 29, Marty in Tyrone. Good evening, Marty. How are things your way?
In a word, heating up down here. Just over the temperatures are starting to slowly climb up, and along with it comes the humidity. And I guess we'll just have to learn to deal with that and the bugs. Everything else that comes with it. That's a never-ending barrage of things to do around the yard and the house, but I guess that's all a part of it down here. Nothing else new to report. I have a new antenna, but haven't had a chance to put it up there yet. Came as kind of a surprise, so we'll see how that works when we get it up in the air. Got everything tuned, but don't want to go on the roof in the middle of the day when it feels like 120 degrees up there.
Well, I completely understand that, Marty. Marty. When it gets hot outside, the last thing you want to do is be up on that roof. So you're gonna have to chalk off some time first thing in the morning, just as the sun is rising or as the sun is going down, my friend. So I don't know what you got going on this weekend, but it could be a good weekend for that if the rain holds off. So we'll keep our fingers crossed, and hopefully you'll be able to get that antenna installed in no time. And once you do, you'll have to give us a call out for a radio check. I'll be anxious to hear you on it. So, yeah, good talking to you, Marty. Absolutely. The temperature is rising, the bugs are swarming, but I tell you, I'll take this over winter any time. So, I'm definitely looking forward to more of this warm temperature. But good talking to you, Marty. I'm anxious to hear when you get that antenna installed, my friend. With that, we have Atlanta 350, Jim in Cedartown. Jim is in and out. Hope he has a great evening. Atlanta 940, Shannon in Ackworth, also in and out. Shannon, if you're listening, I hope we catch up at some point this weekend. We also have Atlanta 403, Bobby, who is mobile. Bobby, if you're still in there, how are things going? Have you made it home yet?
Atlanta 403 here. If you can still hear me, yes, I'm still mobile and wrapping up the tail end of my 10-hour trip from South Florida.
Hey, that is outstanding, Bobby. Are you going down there for a pleasure trip, or is it for work?
He's just not getting back.
Oh.
Been down there for a month.
Well, Bobby, I didn't catch that. You might be in a dip or somewhere there on the pavement, but Justin just informed me that you've been down there for a month, so you are just getting back. So welcome home, my friend. Glad things went well for you, and I'm sure getting back into your own bed and your own routine is going to feel pretty good. So glad all went well for you, Bobby. And again, safe travels till you pull into your driveway. With that, we have Atlanta 263, Justin in Holly Springs. Good evening, Justin. How'd you get out there? You good girl.
We had a tough read on him. He may have been in and out too.
Well, I'm not sure, Justin, if you are listening in. Not sure if you were in and out, but Justin, if you get to your radio and you want to give us an informal comment, just make sure you break in here and let us know. So, but right now, go ahead and move on. We had CW14, Steve in Watkinsville. Steve was in and out. Thank you, Steve, for checking in with us. Madison 20, Butch in Rutledge. He also was in and out. Thank you, Butch. It's good to know that you're listening in tonight. We had McDonough 22, Tim in Stockbridge. Tim was in and out. Thank you, Tim, for checking in with us. We love knowing that you guys are out there and listening in. We also had Noonan 25, Joe, who was in and out. Thank you, Joe. Hope you and Mary Catherine have a fantastic weekend. We also had Atlanta 23, Mitch in Smyrna. He is our Facebook check-in. So, Mitch, hope all is going well and those bones are mending fast. So, look forward to you checking in on air live. So have a wonderful, peaceful rest of your evening. And that is the end of my list. So with that, I will again call out for any late check-ins, any repeater anywhere. Please call Net Control now.
This is
Much better.
Somerville 10 WQWW 603, Alex and Canton on the portable.
This is Atlanta 225, WQXW 343, Mike in Buford.
Wow. Haven't heard from Mike in a while.
Net control. Net control, this is 245, WRC. David.
245.
I didn't get that. 245. Where's David from again? Dahlonega?
Yeah. Instead of saying this is, he says net control.
Yeah. Net control is acknowledging Somerville 10, Alex in Canton, Atlanta 225, Mike in Buford, and Atlanta 245, David in Dahlonega. Are there any other late check-ins, any repeater anywhere? Please call net control now. Hi, Max. All right, with nothing heard, I'll move on to our friend Somerville 10, Alex in Canton. Good evening, Alex. How are you, and what have you been up to?
Julie, same old. Storms we had about 2 weeks ago really kicked our butt at work, and took about a week to get that resolved, and then kind of had a slow week this week filled with meetings and stuff, just getting prepared for the next major project. Looking forward to this weekend. I've been busy getting prepared for, having about 5 of my guys I work with coming up to our place in Alabama, and we're going to go cook some tenderloins and some baked potatoes out on a fire grill, and do some cowboy camping out in the rain this weekend in Alabama.
Hey, Alex, that sounds like an excellent time. So that'll definitely be exciting. Are you going to take your drone with you so that you can get some good pictures out there?
Yeah, I'll fly it weather permitting and try and get a bunch of videos, and photos. But we're gonna have quite a bit of fun out there, and we're gonna be doing out there and have some targets to have a good time, listen to some music, and have some cold drinks and catch some fish and just hang out and spend the night up there, and then just shooting and cleaning up the place and then come home.
Yeah, that sounds like a great time for sure, Alex. And I'm sure you're ready for all that. So how's your job going? Are you still pretty excited about what you're doing?
Oh yeah, you'll never hear me complain about it. I love it.
Well, that's outstanding, Alex. Well, good deal. It has been a while since we've heard you on here, my friend. So you definitely put a smile on my face. Thank you for checking in with us this evening. And I hope that you find the weather in your favor. So, because it sounds like you're going to have a great time in Alabama. I look forward to seeing those pictures on Facebook. With that, we've got another one I haven't heard from in a while. Atlanta 225, Mike in Buford. Good evening, Mike. How are you doing? And you got that boat ready yet?
About that. Net control.
Oh, no.
Yep, it's been a minute. And I do want to tell you, report good here. You sound a whole lot better. So we've got a signal improvement here. Attenuation is correct. Excellent broadcast here. But no, I don't have the boat ready yet. So I got in a direction. But now it's back to cutting grass and stuff. Work's been great. no bad stuff to report. It's been pretty awesome. I actually would like for it to rain here next few days, so let me break.
Oh my goodness.
And I don't know. It's just change of seasons, and oh wow, I don't have anything else to say. At control.
Well, Mike, I am just so glad to hear you in here this evening because it has been a minute since we've heard from you. So I'm glad to hear that all is going well. You're sounding really good, my friend. And yeah, when you live right there off the lake, you could just walk out your back door and cast your pole or take a dip, and you don't really need that boat running. So I kind of envy that. I definitely love the water and wish we had some property like that. But yep. Someone, I think it was Marty, I was talking to just a little bit ago. He was talking about with the heat and the temperature rising, the bugs are coming out, and I thought of mosquitoes when he was saying that, and I thought about our last conversation that we had last summer slash fall when you were talking about that very cool fogger that you have. That has definitely taken care of the mosquitoes in your area. So, when you checked in, I thought, well, that's just perfect. So I'm really glad to hear you in here, my friend.
Yeah, actually, that has been a subject here in the last week or so. So I fired it up over the weekend. It runs. I ran some water through it. And they're bad here. So I haven't done it, and I was supposed to do it 4 weeks ago. But anyway, I need to cold fog, and that's what's coming up this weekend. If I can get the rain schedule correct, I planned on it to rain today, but we'll have to see because I have to coordinate all that with the insecticide. So yeah, I'm about to blast them.
Yeah, it's definitely time for that, Mike. So make sure you got that motor warmed up for sure. Yeah. You never realize how complicated it can be with weather and rain and timing everything perfectly, but there is a little bit of an art to it for sure. So, well, Mike, I hope you have an outstanding weekend. It is a pleasure talking to you, my friend, and I hope you check in with us again real soon. And that brings us to Atlanta 245, David in Dahlonega. Good evening, David. How are things your way?
Hello there, and hello to everyone on the net. Everything's going very good here. We've just been working really hard, long hours, and I've had a pretty good day. My son got a job finally, so he's got a job at a pool cleaning company. So it's a really good day. Right. So that's been a real positive thing for us this week. Finally getting done. I got people here working today and tomorrow. Just kind of a makeover on the yard, got some mulch. Lightning ground is also will help me install any breaks. I had the lightning cables run down, but they were just laying on the yard, so this guy dogs were digging holes in the backyard, and I got it all smoothed out and
Well, David, I didn't get all of that. Your signal kind of faded out, and there was a lot of white noise in the background. But I did hear that your son got a job this week working as a pool cleaner, and that is awesome. Talk about science. That definitely is a science. Back in Indiana, we had a pool, and every time it rained or anything, it definitely would change the chemicals in the pool. And if you don't stay on top of that, the pool would turn green. And I was constantly taking that water down to the pool store and having them check it and tell me what I needed to get it to clear up again. So that was a lot of work for me. And I decided it just wasn't worth it. So we ended up chucking the pool and getting a membership at a neighborhood pool, which was really quite nice because it had a high dive. It had a couple of low dives, and it was a very large pool. A lot of activity going on there. So, and it was cheaper for us. But yeah, that is awesome. Glad to hear that with your son. Let me break. So good to hear that he is enjoying it as well, and hope that goes good for him. And I definitely caught that you have a lot of projects. It seems to be around your property there, and holy cow, I know all about that. It seems like the beauty of home ownership is that you don't ever get bored because there's always something to do. I'm starting to rethink this whole home ownership and beginning to wonder if we want to be a renter. I mean, my golly, this is a lot of work.
Yeah, you don't ever get bored, but it usually involves a board.
You got that right. We are always breaking out boards, cutting and sawing and drilling and all kinds of stuff. And I don't see that going away anytime soon. There's quite a bit more lumber we got to pick up and finish some work around here. But anyway, David, it is definitely good talking to you, my friend. I hope you get those projects completed in relative short order and that you'll be able to chalk off some time for some pleasure as well. So good talking to you, David. We'll hope we catch up real soon. And with that, we're down to the end of our list. So I will call out again for any late check-ins, any repeater anywhere, and the floor is open. So if you have any questions or comments, now's your time. Net control is standing by.
This is
7-8.
Atlanta 780 WQUV 439, Houston and Powder Springs in the mobile. Check me in and out, please.
Wondered where he was.
Net control is acknowledging Atlanta 780, Houston in Powder Springs mobile. Houston, I show you is in and out. Safe travels to you, my friend. Hope you and Mona have a fantastic weekend. Are there any other late check-ins, any repeater anywhere? And the floor is still open. Net control is standing by.
May the 21st, if anybody can do that, please let me know, and I will get a table up for Williamson's Brother Barbecue that night because they have all you can eat chicken that night.
May 21st?
Donald, bring that back to me again. You said May 21st. Is that correct? Shoot. Donald, I'm not sure if we lost you or not, but if you hear me, did you say May 21st?
Correct, May the 21st, Julie.
And what day is that on, Donald? Do you know?
Is on a Tuesday night.
All right, Donald. Well, what we can do is I'll have Justin throw that up on Facebook, and we'll see if we get any bites for that. If we get anybody who's wanting to join you and others at Williamson Brothers there in um, where is that? Is that
It's in Canton.
yeah, Canton. My goodness, I'm starting to have a senior moment. But there in Canton, we will get that thrown up there and see what kind of activity we get. Donald, thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Anybody that's interested, just come. They got good food as usual.
Yes, they do. Justin and I have eaten there a few times and never have walked away disappointed. So it is definitely good food. As I said, right now as we're talking, Justin is getting that put up on Facebook. And we'll see if we can get anybody interested in another gathering, another what you would say meet and greet. So it's always good to get a face to the voice. So good stuff, Donald. Thank you for that. And we'll definitely keep in touch with you and let you know what kind of numbers comes in so that you can get a table, reserved for the group. And with that, I will again call out for any late check-ins, any repeater anywhere. And the floor is still open. So if you have any questions or comments, the floor is yours. Net Control is standing by.
Net Control, this is Atlanta 5.
Yeah, go ahead, David.
Yeah, I was just wondering if my signal was any better. I was on low power before I switched it over to high. Because I'm having trouble getting you on my radio too. You're breaking up. So I wanted to try to just see real quick if that's what it was.
Well, definitely you are coming into me much better. Am I coming through to you okay too?
Yeah, it seems to be a little bit better that time. Just having a lot of static before. That maybe something just with the radio. There's a little static there. Okay, that's all I need. I appreciate that. I'll go ahead and turn it back over. Thank you.
Absolutely, David. Anytime. So, all right. Again, I will take any late check ins, any repeater anywhere, and the floor is yours. Net Control is standing by. All right, well, with nothing more heard, I'll go ahead and conclude the North Georgia GMRS net. We had a total of 22 check-ins, including myself. Net Control will be returning the repeater back to normal use. Everyone that signed in should sign out. Thank you for allowing me to serve as your Net Control tonight. Good night, everyone. Atlanta 947, WQIR 514, clear.
253 WQNV 274 clear.
6, Atlanta 20.